What is the lichen here? So lichen, it is derived from the Greek word lepros and refer to a medicine use for treated of skin diseases, right? Because of their appearance as the peeling skin. This peeling skin यानी वो स्किन जैसा निकलता है जो पेड़ की स्किन रहती है साल त्याला साल म्हणतो किंवा bark, we call it the bark, they have removed it, right? So this we call as the lichen here, right? This is the scientist, this is lender, this we call as a dual nature, right? So if you take this section of this lichen and observe under the microscope, you can see the two organisms within it. Okay? इसमें after section लेने के बाद उसमें दो organism दिखते हैं. They have the some kinds of characters of alga and fungi. So if you see this of algae, they have some kinds of a photosynthetic zone, greenish in nature. While if you see in these fungi, they have the some kinds of hyphae-like nature, thread-like nature. Both come together and they form the thallus here. We call it as a thallus. Because why we call it a thallus? Because it's having the some kinds of not a true structure of root, stem, or leaf-like structure. Okay, they have the flattened structure. So this is called as the thallus here. Okay, so they have the thallid body, and due to the thallid body, they have the flat in structure. Okay. So if you see here, this is the some kinds of alga, this is the fungi, and they have the, some kinds of mutual relationship where they can grow. They can grow everywhere, on soil, on metal, on glass, on leaf, but there is a condition. What is the condition? The environment should be pollution free. This is the actually indicator, ecological indicator of plants. This we call as a
घरी पैशाली जिडे कांदे आवरले आता कांदे आवरले असता आता काय गुलपाळ्या खायचं कामी बरं आता काय त्याला निर्मक्तीवरला जाऊन आलो मी हा गाडी आम्ही गेलो होतो सातारला ना
कौन बोलतोय okay this lichen can grow everywhere. The condition is only the environment should be pollution free. So this organism can grow well. Okay, so there is absence of CO2, SO2. So this plant we call as a pollution indicative plants. What is called as a pollution indicator plants. Okay, and we can see here this plant or some kinds of where the moisture is much more abundant, where the high rainfall occur. This organism grow favorably. Okay, so if you see in this photograph, they can grow on some kinds of a board. Here on the vehicle, that means on the metal also, they can grow On glass also they can grow. So on leaf, on stem, everywhere. But only the condition is that's a should be a pollution free. Okay. So if you visited some kinds of a Sandwad area, Chandrashwar, on this year there is also lots of lichen we can find out on rock, on tree here. Okay, because this is the hilly area and there is absence of vehicle. So there is nothing any kinds of nearby and nothing any kinds of industries here. So there is a pollution free environment. Okay, and we can find out the lots of this lichen on here. So if you see this lichen, they have some kinds of a relationship. That relationship, okay. So they have that's what we call as a mutualism. What is called as a mutualism? Mutualism means both can live together, nothing can be harmed. So one provide the shelter, one provide the food. So that is called as a mutual relationship, or we call as a mutual understanding. Okay. So what's happened here? Or they have get both the benefits. If you see the fungi they have produced the network of hypa. That means fungus provide the shelter, while alga provide the food material. So that we call as a mutual relationship, or we call as a symbiotic association. Okay, this is the typical terms here, symbiotic association. Okay, next is we call as a parasite. What is the parasite? Parasite means one organism grow to another, but they can harm. They harm that organism. They can absorb the ready food material. So there is a formation of what we can say a disease. Okay, but here this is not a disease. This is called as some kinds of a mutual relationship. Okay, but though two organisms come together and they can live in a symbiotic relationship, or we call as a mutual relationship. Here the two partner, one is called as algal partner, another is called as a fungal partner. Here alga, it is a photosynthetic. Okay, but this if you see algae prefer to live in an aquatic ecosystem, but here there is an absence of aquatic ecosystem, but here is the water is absent, but the fungi provide the shelter. Next organism, fungi, they can hold the moisture inside the hyphae. This algae grow. Okay, and they can firmly attach to the substratum. Through this substratum, this hyphae absorb water, absorb mineral, and they can grow. Okay, so this we call as some kinds of a mutual relationship. So this is this partner that is called as a algal partner. We call as a photobiont, or we call as a phycobiont. What is called as a phycobiont? While the fungal partner we call as a mycobiont. So this is the definition. In exam, for the single answer question, we can ask what is a phycobiont, what is a mycobiont. So in the lichen, algal partner is called as a phycobiont. In the lichen, fungal partner is called as a mycobiont. Okay. So if you see the green alga, especially in this are 75% of green alga contribute to development of a photobiont, especially that is called as a cyanobacteria. This is a nostoc is a common alga we take in a part in a formation of a lichen. Okay, so in all over 25 genera of algae and 15 of cyanobacteria found in lichen. Okay, that is a 25 genera of algae and 15 of a cyanobacteria. This is also this alga. This is also the cyanobacteria, the alga, but it is a very primitive because it's having some kinds of flagella. Okay, but this also is called as a algae. Okay, so cyanobacteria. So 90% of lichen contain Treboxia and 8% is the nostoc. So this is the common alga which contribute the formation of a phytobiont, because alga having the assembly to produce the food material. Because of they have some kinds of chlorophyll pigment, so photosynthesis takes place. So it is autotrophic. So that is called as a phyto, or we call as a photobiont. Okay. Next, if we see microbiont, so most of the lichenized fungi, these are comes from the Ascomycotina. We already see the classification of algae, the fungi. That is the Basidiomycotina, Ascomycotina, Zygomycotina, Myxomycotina. One of the class is the Ascomycotina. Is having the some kinds of apothea, some of this parathea, and it is the some next is the pseudothea. So from these 12 orders include mostly lichen. So these are the lichens here. Okay. So most of the next is the some of the Basidiomycotina. They have the phyllophorial or a few of the acrylase. Some members it's come from the Deuteromycete. Okay. So if you see here, 20% of fungi and 40% are from the Ascomycotina. This is the one class. There's a very huge. That is a yeah. So in culture, what's happened here? So this Phycobiconinia, it's produced the zoospore, produces some kinds of gelatinous seeds, and nostocs produces some kinds of a gelatinous. Okay. And microbionts, it can develop a undifferentiated mass, only some kinds of a network of thread like a thread here. Okay, they can produce a particularly mass here, so that is called as a hyphae. Okay, so next here, so they have this some kinds of a lichenization. So it is some kinds of a ecological adaptation. If you have some kinds of a, so the different scientists derived a particular different terms here, but there is just simply terms we apply symbiotic association, or we call it some kinds of a mutualism. Okay, so this is the some kinds of a phycobionts, and next is the microbiont. So classification of the lichen on the basis of the thallus morphology, they are the 4 basis type. Okay, on the basis of thallus, how they have grow, how the structures look like. Okay, so first if you see crustose, what is the, if you see these crustose, they have the meaning crust. Crust, that is a surface layer of the earth, some kinds of a rocky layer or some kinds of a soil layer. Okay, that is mostly the rock crust. On the crust is look like a crust, so that is called as the crustose, and it's having some kinds of flattened and scale-like thalli. Okay, no lower surface, and it is tightly bonded to the substratum. They have tightly, especially crustose lichen grow on a rock, and it is very tightly attached to the rock. It cannot be easily separate. It cannot be easily, we cannot be take out from the rock. So very tightly attached to the surface. Okay, it is a very flat. Okay, from the long distance we can not identify either it is a rock or either it is a lichen, but we can see some kinds of a color patch. आपल्या त्याच्यावरती असा कलर पॅच दिसतो. ओके, आणि हा कलर पॅच नुसार आपण काय आयडेंटिफाय करतो, इथं काहीतरी लायकेन आहे. ओके, हे बघा इथं फोटो मध्ये तुम्हाला दिसतंय बघा, इथे असं येलोइश, ब्राउनिश, ग्रीनिश असा पॅच आयडेंटिफाय होतो. ज्यावेळेस आपण किंवा व्हाईटिश असा बघे, आणि ज्यावेळेस आपण जवळून पाहिलं तर आपल्याला हा एक लेअर सेपरेटली दिसतो अटॅच झालेला. ऍक्च्युअली दिस इज द लायकेन. ओके, so next if you see fruticose, so this is the structure is different here, some kinds of fruiting body like structure they have. Okay, so they have the hanging towards down, they have attached to the branches or some kinds of twigs of a plant and hanging down towards. Okay, so this is the some kinds of branch, star shaped or some kinds of star shaped thread like thallus, upright or some kinds of a hanging. So in figure we can observe these kinds of a lichen here. Okay, some are the upright, some of the hanging here. So this is the branched. कसा आहे तो branched, cylindrical, and at the end they have some kinds of a star-like structure. Okay, here इथे दिसतंय बघा. So this is called as apothecia. What is called as a apothecia? So this is the fruticose lichen. So this is the characteristics: branch, star-shaped or thread-like thallus, upright or hanging here. Hello. लेक्चर चालेल ना, बोला ना. हा हा सकाळी आला होता बरं का, ते 2-3 चॅप्टर बाकी ना, पण मी संपल्यावर जातो. कुठे आहे ते? इथेच आहे ना. बर बर 15-20 मिनिटात जातो त्यांच्या. हा बर बर करून घेतो मी. हा हा जातो मी. So next folioles. This is the lichen thallus, branched, loosely arranged to the substratum. It look like a leaf. So folioles meaning means a leaf like folioles. Okay, जसं वाळलेलं लीफ असतं त्याचे एजेस असे वाकडे झालेले असतात. ओके, लोब्ड असतात म्हणून याला काय म्हणलं आपण फोलिओज. ओके, क्रुस्टोज, फ्रुटिकोज म्हणजे फ्रुटिंग बॉडी सारखं आणि फोलिओज म्हणजे लीफ सारखं. So it is a some kinds of a flattened, branched or lobed, loosely arranged to the substratum. So it look like some kinds of leaf-like. Have upper and lower surface. इथं upper and lower surface तुम्ही find out करू शकता. Okay, it is a some kinds of anatomical similar like a endospermic leaf. तुम्हाला leaf-like दिसतं. आता दुसरा एक आहे squamulus. हा टफ आहे. हा कसा आहे इंटरमिडिएट बिटवीन फोलिओज आणि क्रस्टोज. हे बघा इथं तुम्हाला रिक्शिया सारखं दिसतं. ओके, रिक्शिया टाइप दिसतं म्हणजे काही तुम्हाला क्रस्टोजचं पण कॅरेक्टर दिसतं, फोलिओजचे पण दिसतं. द स्केल लोब सिमिलर दॅन द फोलिओज. ओके, सो दिस इज द सम काइंड्स ऑफ ओनली इन युअर सिलेबस यू हैव द 3 टाइप्स: क्रस्टोज, फ्रुक्टोज, फोलिओज. क्रस्टोज मीन्स क्रस्ट लाइक, fruticose means fruiting body like, foliage means leaf like. Okay, that's a dissimilar, some kinds of characteristics. If you see there is some kinds of crustosia, so it is a very slow growth, very low growth rates they have. So if you see, it's only grow up to the 1 to 4 mm per year. एका वर्षापर्यंत फक्त 1 ते 4 mm पर्यंतच ग्रोथ होते. सो व्हेरी स्लो ग्रोइंग ऑर्गॅनिझम. ओके, सो इट इज अ मेक सम काइंड्स ऑफ स्टडी ऑफ डिफिकल्टीज. सो इफ यू सी which kinds of factors affect on the growth, first one is the light. Okay, so it is a variable. Some prefer to low light intensity while other prefer to high light. Temperature is also variable. Some places require the low temperature, some places require the medium temperature. Okay, moisture. So most of this lichen they prefer to grow where is the high amount of moisture. Okay, so because water is essential, so they do not absorb this water directly. They can absorb through the moisture of through the soil or through the air. Okay, so that's a difference here. So they have varies depending upon the structure here. So when lichen thallus is wetted, absorb water quickly by gelatinous matrix in the cortex starts growth the process. Thallus dries. तुम्ही जर अनफेवरेबल कंडिशन असेल तर थॅलस काय होतं पूर्ण ड्राय होऊन जातो. ज्यावेळेस नेक्स्ट फेवरेबल सीझन येतो म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस पाऊस पडतो त्यावेळेस तो परत फ्रेशली ग्रो होतो. ओके, so mostly they have required some kinds of dews and humidity because they require the moisture from the atmosphere. Okay, thalli are inactive when it's dry. Okay, ते फक्त ग्रो कधी होतात ज्यावेळेस ते वेटेड असेल किंवा मॉइश्चर ज्यावेळेस एअर मध्ये जास्त असेल त्यावेळेस ते ग्रो करतात. ओके, so how they have get reproduced. So first is the fragmentation. as like the algae as well as the fungi. The thallus portion get break down due to the accidentally this separated portion act as a new plant. Okay, so this is the way they have the grow here. And next is the Soridia. The algal cell develop by the hyphae, no cortex. They produce some kinds of a powdery mass on the surface of thalli and detach from the thalli. इथं तुम्हाला दिसते powder like बघा इथं. Soridia is nothing but spore like structure. And हे काय स्पोर काय होतात त्या मदर प्लांट पासून किंवा प्लांट पासून ते डिसेक्टेक्ट होतात, बाजूला निघतात आणि ते प्लांट काय करतात, नवीन प्लांट तयार करतात. सो दिस इज द वे हियर दे शुड बी अ रिप्रोड्युसर. ओके, इफ यू हॅव गेस दिस सेक्शन, तुम्ही जर सेक्शन जर घेतलात, इथं तुम्हाला अप्पर इपिडर्मिस, लोअर इपिडर्मिस आणि मध्ये तुम्हाला हायपी दिसती आणि हे गोल गोल दिसतंय हे काय अल्गल लेअर आहे आणि वरती काय तुमचे स्पोर आहे. ओके, सो दिस इज द some kinds of internal structure of this Leica here. So this is the fruticose, foliose Leica. Foliose, leaf like this the म्हणून याला काय म्हणतात, foliose Leica. So this is observed on the trunk here. So this is the within the 10 minutes the meeting should be end. परत join करा, मी परत start करतो. Okay, so this is the foliose lichen. So this is the actually twig, झाडाची twig आहे, फांदी आहे, त्याच्यावरती हा लायकेन आहे. इथं हा अप्पर सरफेस आहे, त्याचा हा खालचा सरफेस आहे बघा, आणि इथं काय त्याची फ्रुटिंग बॉडी आहे, इस्डिया. ओके, हे बघा वेगवेगळे त्याचे फ्रुटिंग बॉडी आहे आणि हा मायक्रोस्कोप खाली बघितलं तसं सोलन स्ट्रक्चर तुम्हाला आयडेंटिफाय होतो. Okay, some kinds of a bulbous or isdia. This is the fruiting body. Next, the multiplication through the sexual reproduction. So characteristics, this is takes only by the fungi. Okay, the ascospore are discharged. Algal cell is not discharged within that. Through the after the ascospore germination, it's make the contact with the algal cells and formation of a new thalli. Okay, so this is the lichen structure here. This is the folia, fructose lichen. This is the apotheia. Okay, this is the fungal portion actually. This is the fungal fruiting body. When we have get this section, here is the some kinds of a layer we can find out. So this is the hymenium, subhymenium, medulla, pseudotheria. This is the actually vegetative portion. This is the vegetative portion, and this fruiting body are the reproductive portion. Okay, after the reproduction, after the maturity, it can produce this apothecia, or you call it the apothecium. Okay, when we have get this section, we can observe this some kinds of a fertile cell here. Okay, so this is the helium is the fertile cell. So this is the actually photograph of a apothecia. Okay, so आपल्याला दिसतंय at the end of the किंवा टिपला तुम्हाला अशी फ्रुटिंग बॉडी दिसते, तो त्याला काय म्हणतो, apothecia. ओके, इथे बघा दिसते. So this is the actually the fruity sexual reproduction. Okay, so this is the actual perithea. असे तुम्हाला असं कप लाईक स्ट्रक्चर दिसतो, स्मॉल कप लाईक. इथे बघा pseudoapotheia. Okay, so this is the actually fruiting body after the sexual reproduction. So they have some kinds of a secondary metabolites. So commonly we call it some kinds of a lysinic acid. Due to the here, they have the very economic important, or they have the very economical value, because these secondary metabolites, they have used as a medicine. They have used as an antimicrobacterial, some kinds of antiphospholipid, antiviral, antibiotic, anti-inflammatory, cytotoxic, analgesic, antiparalytic effect. Okay, so due to this, some kinds of each and every lichen, they have some kinds of a lichen acid. So this lichen acid, nothing but this some kinds of a hello.
Sir, cytotoxic काय?
This is actually injected material. Cytotoxic means cell, तुम्हाला काही cell डेथ करायचं असेल, सपोज फॉर एक्झाम्पल कॅन्सरस सेल त्याला इंजेक्ट करायचं असेल तर तुम्ही आपण हे सायटोटॉक्सिक, तुम्ही रेडिएशन ऐकलं असेल किंवा किमोथेरपी ऐकलं असेल, त्याच्यामध्ये यूज केला जातो ते सेल डेथ करण्यासाठी. ओके. अँटी इन्फ्लेमेटरी काही आपला जो एखादा मार लागला, जखम झाली तर पाय सुजतो बा, ते सूज उतरण्यासाठी काय करतो आपण, किंवा थोडी आग होत असेल तर त्याच्यामध्ये आपण काय करतो, अँटी इन्फ्लेमेटरी. ओके. असा वेगवेगळा यूज होतो. सो डू हॅव दिस ड्यू टू दिस सम काइंड्स ऑफ लायसेनिक ऍसिड, त्याच्यामध्ये काय असतं, लायकेनिक ऍसिड असतं. सो दे हॅव बिलॉंग टू सम काइंड्स ऑफ peptides. Okay. So they have some kinds of conditions of 2,3 phenyl carboxylic acid. So they have some kinds of beta arsenic acid, and they have some kinds of ester linkage. Okay. So they have the very powerful, as well as they have the economic important for in the medicinal as well as the pharmaceutical industries. Okay. Some of the lichen used as a food as also. So for example, you see usnea. This is actually lichen. So through this usnea, they produce the, or we can isolate the usnenic acid, and this is having some kinds of a spectronic antibiotic activity. So this is a scientist. This scientist, in bracket we have V. Shibamoto, Rao. This is the science. Actually, this is the reference of a research paper. Okay, and they have used it already. So this is called as the references. Next is the wilpenic acid. This is also having the antibiotic activity. Okay, so this antibiotic activity means prevent the growth of bacteria. So some kinds of Bacillus stabilis, Staphylococcus, Bacillus, this bacteria, they have prevent the growth. So that is called as the antibiotic. Okay, so this lichen, they have the very powerful medicines. Next, they have some kinds of a defense chemical against attack the sludge as well as some kinds of minute animals, because actually this is the food of the some kinds of a snail, but due to this that chemicals they cannot be eaten. Okay, so that for the prevention purpose, this lichenic acid they have used it. Okay, next here, this is also used as a, some kinds of a some kinds of a good chelating properties. Metal binding साठी use केलं जातं. Okay, so these are the many uses here. So next is a translocated substance between the partner, increase the permeability of alcohol cell, stability of amount of light reaching the phytobiotic agent. So these are the uses of the some kinds of lichenic acids here. Okay, next here, if you see some kinds of Antarctic area, polar area, so this because that time water is abundant, rocky surface high, they preferably grow very much or abundant quantity, and some animal like the reindeer, they are used as a grazing grass. Lichen used as a grazing grass here. They have food of a reindeer in a winter season. So in figure here, this is the grazing animal reindeer. They can eat this lichen. Okay, so this is the very useful here in a ecosystem. This is some kinds of a cosmetic product here, some kinds of a medicines here. So they have used in as well as some kinds of a natural deodorant. Okay, so in the photograph you can observe here some kinds of a cream, some of the lotion. Okay, so these are the use for the food, medicine, everywhere. Okay, so if you see, this is the some kinds of a Citria islindica. This is the species. This used as a food in the North Europe. They have cooked some kinds of soup, bread, salad. This lichen used in a food also, some in area. Okay, in Japan, in China, they have prepared the soup from this lichen here because it's a very medicinal property. So some of this briny are mostly used in the food time of famine in North America. So this is called as a feminine food here. In China also, this lichen, this is the species Lobelia. This is this in China. Through this lichen, they prepared a tea. This is called as the health promoting tea. Okay, so this is the economic importance. Next, if you see this lichen used as a fodder. So Calodia rendiferia in tundra regions especially. So this is in figure if you see here. So this is the grazing, that is the reindeer. They can eat in this lichen here. Especially all land is covered through the ice, but due to the rocky region or some kinds of a stem region, they have attached this lichen. This animal they can graze on that lichen here. Okay, some kinds of a species of Laconaria, they have mostly nutritive value. Okay, next important is this is a lichen is a pioneer of the soil. Pioneer of the soil. Okay, why we call it the pioneer of the soil? Because these crystals lichen grow on a rock. They can crack this rock due to the weathering process, due to the